We kind of screwed up on the last podcast, everybody. Unfortunately, I could not get the sound corrected in time in order to put up this podcast for you, so we're going to redo it again. And the subject is our very minor woes with Chick-fil-A. I got my man Joey on the mic and Mr. Cam.
I don't know what you're talking about minor, though. Like, they robbed me at like $2.14. I'm not.
That's ruthless.
Like, it is, though.
But anyway, I guess the main subject and point I wanted to touch on was Chick-fil-A's lemonade. Like I said, 9 times out of 10, Chick-fil-A is absolutely the homie. 7 days a week. Well, 6 days a week technically. They're closed on Sundays. But
yeah.
But anyway, I went to the same Chick-fil-A twice, mind you. I next to never eat there at all. I always get it to go. Both times I went there, got me some lemonade, no ice, just so I can get more lemonade in the cup. You know what I'm saying? We ballin'. And they keep giving me like the bottom of the barrel lemonade, and it's pissing me off, bro. You got pulp. You got more pulp than juice, and you've got
Alright, so I'm gonna need you to quit hating on pulp, sir. Pulp is like the best thing ever, bro. That's medium lining. You need the pulp.
It's not about need. We not at Chick-fil-A to get healthy. Like,
bro, what do you mean? Chick-fil-A is super healthy. It's a chicken.
If you starving in like a third world country, Chick-fil-A is stupid healthy. But we got options. Like
what options? Subway? That shit ain't healthy. Like,
nah,
you're right.
Man, make you come out liking little girls.
Hey, but check this out, bro. Like, I understand what you're coming from. It has tons of vitamin C, that pulp and whatnot. But especially when I go there like the second and third time, and they have like lemon seeds the size of like grapes in there, and almost choking a brother to death. That is not cool at all.
See, that's trifling.
It's not cool one bit, bro. And
like,
I actually
the lemon seeds and not caring about them. Like,
oh snap! What's going on, guys? What?
You gonna come in here all late,
right?
Like,
after we
where my check at? Where my fees?
After we didn't call this man, we sent him some snail mail. We bang on his door. Shoot, but everybody, we got Big Blue up in here too.
What's good, everyone? What the hell I missed? What we talking about?
No, we're just bringing back the podcast. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, about Chick-fil-A and how they ain't good at Statesboro Chick-fil-A because I ain't working at Statesboro Chick-fil-A anymore. Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
trying to call people out. I mean,
Wait, Blue.
We can give you like 45 seconds to do some calls.
Yo, Blue, how long? Like, you said you worked at the Statesboro Chick-fil-A. Like, when did you work there?
A year ago.
About a year ago. Yeah,
I started last July and I left in this July.
Yeah, you worked a full year. Dang.
Yep.
Oh wow.
I'm about to say you may know a friend of mine, Jerron.
Ooh, definitely not. Does he work there now?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know Gerard, nor have I ever heard the name Gerard be brung up.
You know what's funny? You all went to the same school, and like, there's
really?
like sub friends among sub friends. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, man, we're just talking about how Chick-fil-A tried to murder me 2 times with these giant ass lemon seeds and pulp overdoses.
I don't know what that is though. Like I can't vouch for them that time because anytime they put me on lemons, man, I make sure there ain't no pulp, ain't no seeds. It's just straight juice. Maybe I can't leave out all the pulp, but I take out as much as I can. And according to Cam, I may not be the most healthiest person and not giving people the right gospel that they need, but as far as I'm concerned,
I mean, like, I don't even see, like, okay, Cam, like, I see your point, pulp is healthy, cool. But if it looks like my straw is clogged, like I need to hit it with some Drano, that's a problem.
Oh,
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I've been to Chick-fil-A, I gotten way too much pulp before, and I pull my straw, and it looks like I need to run, like, a sink thing through it. Like, why?
Yo, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of Cookout's milkshakes, bro. Like it's not even like a milkshake. It's like ice cream.
It's just a solid block of ice cream that they label a milkshake.
You gotta eat it with a spoon.
Right?
You do. Like, it's crazy.
No. It even happened the last time when I was with Black and we was going back to his crib and we got some Chick-fil-A and I got that freaking lemonade. I didn't even finish half the damn thing because there was so much damn pulp in there. I was just like, yo, like I was sitting there like wiping it off my tongue and like just placing it on the baggage. I'm like, dang, man.
Yeah, like crazy, honestly, man. I think there needs to be like a measuring system. Like if you can get a tongue scraper and scrape your tongue and it's more pulp than whatever's on your like, that's a problem.
For real, man. Like when you get your drink and just you just so curious, you just open up the cap, and if you see like a cloud, if you don't even see the liquid, bro, like that's
this
not cool.
Lemonade cloudy. They didn't go to Jared's. Oh man.
But yeah, man. Oh, and I'm glad we redid this podcast too, because one more little slight rant I want to talk about real fast, y'all. And I'm gonna post this in the video version, y'all, so y'all can see a picture of it or whatever. The Chick-fil-A chicken strips, maybe that's what they're called. You can get like a 4-piece or like a what is it, Blue? A 3-piece?
You could get a 3-piece for 5 something or 4-piece for 6 something if you're getting the meals, or you could get a kid's meal which comes in 1 or 2.
Okay, so 3 to 4. I forget the number. The one I got. The meal is far more expensive than like this chicken sandwich meal. It's ridiculous. Yes. You get less.
Yes, it is.
I don't understand that.
I don't either. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it just costs less to make the strips than it is to make the sandwich, but good grief, does it cost more to get freaking strips?
I know, bro.
It's ridiculous. And I mean, like I said, if you come to my Chick-fil-A and I'm behind the nuggets and machines, I hook you up with some good. I make sure you get the good stuff, like the nice, thick, the just like fresh out the oil strips. Not no beady ass little skinny ass strips that be looking like me. You know, like like an actual like nice and juicy strips that you paid for. Like if you put that sucker on bread, it will be equivalent to a sandwich, not equivalent to 4 nuggets.
Yes.
Like I hook you up with that, John. Or unless I see that you're getting like 1 strip or 2 strip, then I give you the little beady shit. But that's because you're more than likely a kid in my eyes. Like I don't see nobody getting no 1 or 2. Or you're a fraternity girl that's trying to be on a diet, so you get kids 1 strip meal, but get a large Coke or something.
Don't even get me started on some of the fraternity girls I saw that went to Chick-fil-A down in Statesboro, where they'd be like, well, I don't want to eat too much, so I'll just get a chicken sandwich with no bread and like an order of strips for later, and then I'll get a large lemonade and I guess a milkshake because I want to treat myself today. And I'm like, like, what diet are you on? And how can I get on it? Because you eat more than me. Like,
oh man, that joke kills me every time when I'm on FroCon. They try to buy the least amount of food, like small fries, no salt, and like wheat bun chicken sandwich, no pickles, no butter added on it, and you get a freaking large Coke.
Hey, nothing beats working at Starbucks and having that same shit. Like, bruh, like, okay, so like a little backstory. I used to work at Starbucks, and one of the most aggravating things is when somebody comes in there and being like, "Let me get a low-fat diet, pretty much water type drink." I'm just like, why don't you just get some water? Like, you get like,
you get some water and spritz some caramel in there.
Exactly.
Water for you. Like,
man.
I even tried to be basic once. Didn't work. I didn't like it.
Oh man.
Oh gosh.
They be bugging, and the people that be asking for freaking sweet tea and getting their own sugar, I was like, or unsweet tea. That's what it is. Unsweet tea. That they get.
Like
they ask for sugar. I'm like, could have just got sweet tea, honestly.
Yo, I had a coworker who would do that anytime we went to lunch. He would like, let me get an unsweet tea and 14 packs of Splenda. Like, so you want a sweet tea, is what you're telling me. Like, is it that you don't trust their sweet tea? Did somebody, like, wrong you with some sweet tea one day?
She wants some sweet tea tastes like grits, bro. That's all it is.
Oh man! Speaking of sweet tea, oh my gosh, there's this customer that tried the hell out of my life. Oh man, she had me.
I mean, isn't that a daily occurrence at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, you're right.
Fast food.
You're right.
Like if somebody doesn't try your life at least once, you obviously didn't check in to work today.
But nah, she's a cool chick. She alright, she tried to make some conversation with me every once in a while, and then I'm just standing there like, yeah, because she be saying some weird stuff. I don't know. I think she was a professor actually, or she was in graduate school or something like that, trying to be a chemistry teacher, some shit like that. So one day she came in and then she asked for her usual large sweet tea, and then she tasted the sweet tea and she's just like, it's good just like it usually is. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. And she was like, I was born in Germany, but I'm definitely a Southern girl and not no good sweet tea. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Southern people, they like their sweet tea. She was like, yeah, I could tell if a Yankee makes a sweet tea or not. Whoa. And that's why I was like, oh, really?
Whoa. Really? And you from Germany? You from Germany? What the heck?
Bang, bang.
I was like, Yankee? You could tell when a Yankee makes? Is that so? Huh. I was going to say, see, in my mind, I was like, that is so weird. Considering how, I'm a Yankee. I'm apparently a Yankee. And you know what? Every time you come here, I bring you your fresh sweet tea. Every time. Oh man, I wanted to call her out so bad, but I probably would have got written up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Wow.
I can't believe that, Joe. I could not believe
Germany. It. Wow. That's stupid, man. Like, I may be from Germany, but I know the South. What?
I'm like, alright, lady. Talking about something. I could tell when a Yankee makes a sweet tea.
Like, I ain't heard the word Yankee in a coon's age.
Bro, me either.
Like, who even says this? Come on.
Oh man, bro. Every time when I'm at work, that's all I hear in Chick-fil-A. Every time when the customer, the white customers, they be talking to me and they're like, where you from, fella? Like, I'm from New Jersey. She's like, oh, you're a Yankee. I'm like, yeah, I am. So you better know your place, loser.
Know your place? Like, didn't y'all win? Like, I ain't like, oh man, I swear, Georgia's the only state to be like, no, the South is the only part of the state to be like, oh yeah, you know what, we lost, but you know what, we the shit.
Right?
Yeah, like I'm born and raised in Georgia, and I've never understood that. Like, you know what, we may have lost and been in economic ruin and had to abandon everything that we believed in as a location, but we still cool though. No, you're not.
Man.
Still hot though.
Right? Like, where? Because it ain't here.
For real, dude. And I guess that's a pretty good segue to our next subject. Speaking of not cool, I just want to dive into it a little bit. The whole recent Kanye West shows, and I don't know if everyone has read or heard about it yet. But apparently, at the end of his, I don't even know if he finished the concert, to be honest. I don't know if it was at a specific show or at all his shows.
He did like 2 songs, and then he peaced out.
He he definitely ranted about the election and whatnot, and how he, would have voted for Donald Trump if he would have voted. Like, that's the thing. My man didn't even vote. Like, that's really stupid. And, well, before I even go on to that subject real fast, it's a concert, bro. We're paying you for entertainment. Like, we don't give a damn about your political opinion, bro. Like, give me some music. Just don't put on, don't sing no Yeezus, though. Let's not get crazy. You play the first 3 albums, and that's about it.
And I'm zoning, I'm saying possess. It's an omen, I keep it 300. Like the Roman 300 bitches with the Trojans.
Stupid.
Real Kanye bars. # real Kanye bars.
But yeah, what y'all think about that? How he played a few songs and then ranted about the government and politicians and Donald Trump and whatnot.
I don't know what exactly. All I know is I got the message from Yahoo because Yahoo keeps me updated on just about everything that happens for some odd reason. And then I seen Kanye was hospitalized or something like that, and I was like, "Oh snap, what happened to Kanye?" But I didn't really look into it because clearly he isn't dead, so he must be all right. But just from I guess some social medias and some things on Facebook and stuff like that, it's just been like it seems like he had like a mental breakdown or midlife crisis or something like that.
Kanye's real life midlife crisis.
Yeah, and I was like, at first I'm just like, midlife crisis. What do you mean? You practically live like you're freaking 20 every day. Like, what is this? But I mean, what do I know? I'm not a celebrity. I'm not Hollywood, and I'm not trying to keep my name relevant and whatnot. And honestly, that probably could have been the issue. Just trying to keep your name relevant is hella stressful. So for the most part, I don't know what's going on with Kanye. And if he stopped the concert because of his political views, then shoot, he must be just like these other people that stay here and get all depressed and don't go to class because Trump is president and whatnot. But
president-elect.
Right.
I'm not giving him that title until we locked in for sure. I don't care what nobody's saying. Like, I've heard plenty of people like, well, he's basically the president. Yeah, okay. But until we get confirmation, I'm sticking with elect. Thank you.
Is that what this is right here? Or is this just another meme that TJ pulled up?
Yeah, no, this is actually the article to the Kanye thing about how he would have voted for Trump. And the worst thing of all, I think after his rant, he literally just drops the mic and goes home. That's not cool.
I'm going to see Kim. Bye. Yeah, I mean,
that's interesting.
I think a lot of people have an issue with that. I mean, one, because even if you make the excuse like Donald Trump isn't or hasn't been racist, he definitely is like putting racist people in his cabinet, and that's enough. That's like, I'm not a gang member. I just hang out with all Bloods or Crips. Like, I'm still not gonna be around you. Like, you bad by association. But I mean, I think, of course, a lot of people, I guess, were bothered by the fact that he said he'd vote for Trump. I mean, who you vote for in the voting booth. That's what you want to do. Like, I personally don't agree with it, but.
But
whatever.
You just don't bring that shit up when the concert costs like $200.
Yeah, I know. That's what gets me about it. Like, don't. I mean, well, obviously, like both Cam and I were saying, like, Kanye's probably has been a little off since he lost his mom. Everybody knows that. But to this magnitude, I feel like he's just chasing, like, not even chasing fame, just like trying to sensationalize stuff. Like, all the media's gonna eat this one up. I'm gonna talk about Trump thing, leave my concert. I'm just like, why? Like Blue said, I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's hold on. All right, let me actually read this. Well, I told y'all I didn't vote, right? I'll go ahead, Cam. I'm gonna just read this myself.
Yeah. What I was gonna say was, it's okay to espouse your political views at a concert because, again, this is your art. This is something that you do. This is what they listen to. Like, you're gonna have political views on record, like on fucking albums. Like, it's gonna be there. But like, at least understand that people paid for a show. They come to see the show. They come to see the product. Make sure that that's delivered first before you go any further in. Like, I'll never stop someone from saying, "Hey, you shouldn't tell your political views," because if we're really being honest, no one should ever tell their political views about at any time. So, I say he's not wrong in the sense of he didn't need to put out his views, but I think he should have at least had the concert. Like,
do it at the end or something.
Yeah.
Don't do it in the middle and then just rob people of their money. Because I mean, take it that they'd refund everybody who'd already bought St. Pablo tickets, but everybody who was in the concert hall, they didn't get refunded. Like,
that's not cool at all. And all he could have easily done was, I mean, he's a celebrity. He can talk about stuff any other time, bro. He could just hop on. He could just hop on Twitter or YouTube or just get like chased down by the paparazzi and give his opinion that way. Like, I just don't understand.
All right, this is what from what I'm seeing from these direct quotes, I see that Kanye states, there's non-political methods to speaking that I like, that I feel were very futuristic, and that style and that method of communication has proven it can be a politically correct way of communication. Interesting. Okay. He bemoaned that he had been told that he should avoid praising Trump because he's a celebrity, telling the crowd that Trump's rhetorical style was not simply entertaining. I actually think that his approach was absolutely genius because it fucking worked. He urged African Americans to stop focusing on racism because this world is racist. Okay, two things just off of those two quotes. The first one saying that he was entertained by Trump's approach because it worked. I mean, again, I am also entertained by Trump's approach because, like, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen, people bring it up in his past videos. He said that if he was going to run for president, that he'd be a Republican because Republicans are freaking stupid and they'll believe anything that you say. And clearly, that worked. So, okay, that's fair there. Now, when he says that Americans need to stop focusing on races because the world is racist, this is true, but honestly, of us here, who's truly worried about racism per se?
I mean, I guess it depends on the definition of racism. Like, I'm not worried about racism. I'm worried about confident racists.
There we go. That's where the issue really lies. It's not the racist, because people are going to be racist, but
Racist?
They gonna be racist.
Is that what I say?
They gonna be in their Hot Wheels, y'all.
Oh goodness! Wow, it's like, people are going to be racist. I know several people that are racist. All right, whatever. But it's just like what me and Joey was talking about before. It's not Trump that's really the issue now. Now it's the fact that yes, he has his finger on the nuke button, but I'm pretty sure there are people that can definitely stop him from doing that. And the other ridiculous laws that he may want to in place, but again, there are people that will more than likely try to stop him from doing that.
Well, let's get one thing straight though. It's not the fact that, again, Trump really has no power. In all retrospect, he doesn't have a lot of power. Like, the only thing he has power in is, like, let's say he's like, hey, does everybody agree that we should get Hawaiian pizza? Nobody really likes Hawaiian pizza, but we have everybody in attendance who do. So the majority at the moment, 51% are Republicans. They can put in whatever they want to put in.
Mm-hmm.
Be it anything that's not beneficial to us.
See, and that's where, and that just proves that point. I mean, yeah, he's president-elect, and he has these crazy ideas, but for the most part, that's not, like, as if right now, that's not my biggest concern. Like, my concern now is walking down the street and actually looking at people and wondering, hey, is this person actually going to come out of nowhere and try to call me a nigger or some shit like that, or be up in my face because Trump won? Because for some odd reason, these Trump supporters are super aggressive. I have absolutely no clue why. These people are aggressive as hell. It's crazy.
Well, I guess since we are on the topic, like, I've seen and heard and read, because one of the things that I agreed with coming out of the election was part of the fault and part of the problem with this particular election cycle was that both sides made no effort to understand one another. You know, you had people who were conservative or on the right side, whatever they want to call themselves, who were saying, like, you know, so-and-so's a warmonger, or, you know, just whatever rhetoric they want to spit out about anybody. But then you had people who were more liberal who were saying that everybody who wants to vote for Trump is racist. That is statistically and also factually not true. But on the flip side, it's also like it'd be like me saying, you know what, like, if you wanted to paint everything in the world blue or something. If I voted to put you in power, but I don't really care about it because I don't mind the color blue, but there are people out there who are like allergic to it or some whatever random situation. By me saying that I'm okay with you being wanting to do that, I'm saying that I don't really care about what happens to these people. And it doesn't seem that way because it doesn't necessarily affect the majority of people who voted for or who possibly voted for Donald Trump. So to a lot of people, from my understanding, part of the reason that they voted for him is because they wanted somebody to quote unquote get in there and bust up the system. And it just shows how little people are educated about, and not calling people stupid, like, well, some people are stupid, but how undereducated a lot of people are when it comes to how politics actually works. Because like Cam said, Donald Trump effectively does not have a lot of power. The office of the presidency, okay, actually, let me do this. Right now, I want anybody in chat, just name 20 presidents.
20?
Yes, we have 44. We've had 44. So no, not 5, not 10, 20. We've had 44 going on 45.
All right, let's go. We got Obama. We got Bush. We got Reagan. We got Truman.
We got Bush too.
We got Nixon. Oh yeah, I called other Bush. We got Lincoln. We got Washington, Jackson, Carter.
Damn.
I need. Wait, no, that's 11.
Andrew Jackson.
There we go.
Garfield.
Garfield.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we in there.
Get him, Blue. Get him.
Who else? Garfield. Hoover.
Nixon.
Hoover.
We got Nixon, Hoover. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
New Deal. Who did the New Deal? FDR.
FDR. Yeah. All right, we got 4 more. We got 4 more, Kim. We got 4 more.
We did Abraham Lincoln. We got
Lincoln.
We did Theodore Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit.
Calvin Coolidge. I'll throw one out there for you.
Jimmy Carter. How did we forget?
No, we got Jimmy Carter.
We got Carter. Who you said? Who black?
Calvin Coolidge.
Who the hell?
Exactly. Chester A. Arthur.
Who?
Benjamin Harrison.
Who?
Like my point is, like, yes, okay, if you're versed in history, you may be able to like fire off presidents, but the office of the presidency doesn't necessarily determine the course of the country. That's why I'm among the people who's not worried about the fact that Trump is president, because I still got plans, goals, and dreams, and he ain't about to do nothing to stop me from achieving them. But this whole resurgence of white people are oppressed. Like I'll put it up on Facebook, and I said I'm gonna share it every day.
Let's talk about that too.
Yeah, no, for real. So like this guy, whatever his name is, Richard Spencer. Who's saying that? Well, one, just to get it out the way, he is the kind of person who thinks that Egyptians aren't black because Egyptians are, I guess, white. That's who this person is.
Yo, I was dying when he said that, bro. If you guys haven't seen the video, I'll go on and either post a video or link it here or something like that.
But what's messed up is the way that he's thinking is, it isn't that it's wrong, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to support people of your ilk, like, because there's nothing wrong with wanting to support black people as a black person. There's nothing wrong with being Asian and wanting to support Asian people. The problem is when you support people when your form of support is the oppression of other groups so that you don't have competition so that you can succeed by default, that's a problem.
Well, here's the thing. Like, actually, funny enough, I actually had a conversation with somebody about that because I shared this post that was basically black pride, okay, Muslim pride, okay, and ultimately it went to white pride, not okay, and they explained it because it's like white pride is based on color and oppression. It's not it's not culture. Like Muslim pride, black pride, Asian pride, that's culture, that's history. Like white pride is nothing more than and I put it like this: white pride is nothing more than the reaction. Like if you notice, every movement that has come out with white people has always been excuse my French, or Caucasian, has been the reaction. It has never been we need to support ourselves or support our community. It's the reaction of, these people have got a group, I want to make a group.
Yeah, it's like a childish form of jealousy. Like even with the all life, I don't care what nobody says. That was a reaction to white people feeling excluded because, white lives don't matter. No, you jackass. We were just saying that you guys clearly don't think black lives matter. So we're saying it out loud to remind you that you should stop killing us.
And for the people, and just to add on to that, Joey, as well, for the people who say, yeah, no, all lives matter, but they fail to realize that all lives can't matter until black lives matter as well. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
I mean, but like Cam said,
guys.
but I mean, it's like Cam said, it's always a reaction, like for example, one of the things that Richard Spencer guy said was, well, there are minority hiring programs in Silicon Valley where they are actively excluding white people, and the guy that he was interviewing with was like, that's because like the hiring for the workforce there is like 47% white, so you want it to be 80%. He was like, no, we're just being discriminated against. He was like, that's because more people of color are getting into those fields, so they want to hire those people to increase their diversity and expand their corporate culture. So you're saying that's a bad thing? He was like, well, no, I just don't want white people to be discriminated against. He was like, but you're not being discriminated against. They're just opening the door for other people, and you aren't getting the head start that you're used to having, and it's scaring you. And to anybody out there who is listening, I understand being scared. I'm black and I live in America. I'm really acquainted with fear. Like that comes by default when it comes to a lot of stuff. But being afraid of a minority group being on the come up just because you're used to them being in second place, like that's honestly just some punk shit. Like I don't know what else. I don't know how else to say it.
Well, to follow up on your point, like the main thing is like, and my mom used to tell me this all the time. She's like, as long as you're black, they're always gonna view you as, the kid that's like, as long as I'm not Cam, I'm alright. As long as I'm not Shadow, I'm alright. As long as I'm like Big Blue, I'm alright. Cause it's like
Shadow.
Or Shadow, like
asses in here. Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, he snuck in here.
All you gotta do is look at the chat list.
I didn't even have it up.
Like as long as I'm not doing as bad,
chaos control.
as long as I'm not doing as bad as black people, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, and that's why so many people get like frustrated and upset and angry when they see black people succeeding, because they start comparing themselves. Because whether people want to admit it or not, our country has set a precedent that black people do not succeed the way that white people do. So when you see black people succeed,
it's not even succeed. We're not supposed to.
Yeah, like we're not by design. We aren't supposed to succeed. Like let's get that clear. The system, it's changing slowly, super slowly, and it's going to be even slower now that we've apparently got Donald Trump going into office. But the system was inherently rigged against black people consistently, from slavery to Reconstruction to Jim Crow laws to just outright racism to assassinating our political figureheads, doing everything. I mean, the bombing at Tulsa, you can name stuff all day, because it's nothing but the oppression of the potential success of black people.
It's the reaction. It's not anything but the reaction. Like, again, like I'm gonna go back to it. It's like, if you look at everything, it's been the reaction. No matter what movement we had, it's the reactions that have shaped the course of history. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it's like, can you not see that y'all don't have any issues? If you were given a chance to succeed, you're given that chance. You're given that choice. You don't have to fail. There are no failures for you. Like you don't grow up with the fear of like I was gonna put it out to this one friend of mine. We were talking back and forth. I'm like, when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to think about that battle that you have to fight when you go to work. That, I have to get this before I can actually step out into the real world. Like, you don't have that struggle that most people, minorities, I'm not even gonna say black, just minorities in general. Minorities have to go out, have to go harder than white people, just in general. Like, shit. At my I can't tell my place of all work, but
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah. Well, currently the place I work at, it's rough because I have a friend of mine who's been there for like up to 2 years, and has been trying to get up into this position. White guy comes in and all of a sudden he's already gotten three promotions and is now getting everything he wanted. And I'm not saying that he didn't deserve it. I'm just saying that with my other friend who had worked hard and had put in all this work and had done a lot, while the other person really didn't have to do anything. He just literally sat back and came into work. So,
and it's one of those things that you don't see, like you don't think it exists because you don't experience it. I mean, because I remember I heard a case about I think it was a family in Texas where his daughter didn't get into the school that they wanted her to go to. She had to go to like the second best school in the state instead of the first best school.
Oh, right.
A minority student, I believe they were black, but they could have been another ethnicity. I'm not sure, but they let a minority student go to the first place school in her place, and he flipped his shit. Like, he actually sued the school system because he was like, my daughter's being discriminated against. Mind that he still is going to the second best school in the whole damn state, and Texas is a big state, so it's not like your daughter is being screwed. It's not like the fact that she didn't go to this school is going to mean that she doesn't get to go or do what she wants to do or fulfill her dreams, because truth be told, she already got a head start. She's white and she lives in America. You get a head start in comparison to minority groups. That's factual. But he sued the school system, and what made it worse was the Texas courts ruled in his favor, and he had moved out of the state by the time that they had finished the case. He just went to a different state. And he was just like, well, we're just not going to deal with it at all. So he moved to a different state. And that's the kind of thing. That's where like things like white privilege come in. Because I mean, even with what you were saying, Cam, I know what that feeling is like, where you bust your ass trying to get somewhere, trying to climb up a ladder, and it feels like you aren't able to, because when you're a minority and you're, unfortunately, even if you're working with other minority people, because it's not just white people who have been influenced by the way America portrays people of color, whether they be black, Hispanic, Muslim, whatever they are. Everybody has to deal with it. I mean, like, when you are a minority, your mistakes become your identity. So it's, I mean, like, when you hear black families, or you hear like tropes about black parents, where you always hear like you got to work twice as hard to get half as much. Like, that's not a black parent trying to get their kid to get all A's. That's them literally telling them, the second you mess up, all your good work goes out the window. The second you mess up, because all they see is a black person or Muslim person or Hispanic person.
Pretty much anyone who's not a white male.
Yeah, anybody who isn't a white male messing up. I mean, because it happened to me in my old job. Like, I would be on for like months, and I don't work there anymore, so I actually don't give a crap. I'll just give the full out example. We got slammed with a last second project that I was in charge of, that the department we were supposed to work with wasn't communicating properly. And it was my responsibility. I worked through my dad's birthday partially to get it somewhat done, sent it in, and I got ripped apart for it. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do it? And I'm like, we weren't told about it until Friday. And I worked through a holiday weekend trying to get it done. I didn't have to do shit, to be perfectly honest with you, because this isn't my fault. I just tried to do something above and beyond. Nope, got picked apart for it, got demeaned in a meeting, my boss yelling at me, pointing at me, and all kinds of stuff. And I was just like, you know what, fine, F this, let's just get it fixed and let's move on. And the whole time I'm there, I'm lobbying to try to get a promotion, because I'm one of the best workers that department has probably ever seen. And instead I end up fired for, even with accordance to the government, because I just got the letter of confirmation, I was fired for performance issues, quote unquote, but I wasn't warned about it. I wasn't told that I was going to be fired. I wasn't told my job was in danger. I wasn't told that I wasn't put on a disciplinary plan. Nothing. I just walked in one day and they're like, well, my boss was like, well, we decided to terminate your employment. And I was just like, you're bad. Whatever. You're going to suffer for it. And truthfully, they have. They're doing, I guess, from the people I still talk to, I guess they're doing all right now. But after I got fired from, anytime I reached out to them, they'd be like, no, things suck. Nobody's happy here. Everybody's quiet. All this other stuff. And it's one of those things where it's like you get slapped in the face for small stuff, and it makes you feel like you aren't able to succeed, because success is held like at arm's length for you at all times. And that's not something that, and white males, honestly, because I'm sure women deal with it in different ways than what we've experienced, but it's one of those things where you can't understand it till you've experienced it yourself. You don't know what it's like to go into work and be like, if I don't do everything perfectly, I may lose my job over some bullshit. And
and I just want to say one other thing, and I won't take the whole conversation, but it's not. And one other thing I want to say too, as far as like when most people are saying, "Oh, well, you have all these things that you can do. You get like what was it affirmative action and shit."
No, I hate that shit.
Here's my answer. Here's my answer to that. Y'all can have that back. I just want to be on the same level. Honestly, I can trade that. I just want to trade that shit in. I don't want affirmative action. I don't want to be given anything. I want to earn my shit. I want to earn my shit fairly, and I want to earn my shit just as much as everybody else. If I come into work and I do a good job, pay me for the job I've done. Don't just say, "Oh, well, you did a good job," but Larry over here started 3 days ago. He's got the juice. What juice are you talking about? He just got the juice. I don't see any. The man is drinking milk. What are you talking about? He doesn't have the juice. And so here I am like busting my ass, and then like the first one to get like, well, Cam, you messed up here and you messed up there and you didn't do that and you didn't do this. It's like you're just sitting here just like with the hush mouth, like, so what the did I do right?
Exactly. Like that's what I was like with my old when I was getting fired, because she was like, well, you've had performance problems since January and you've done this, and I was like, so when you hit me up and you were like, hey, this department said that we need these like 100 release notes or 100 work orders look for this one thing, and I don't know who else I can give it to because the lead of our department is slammed with work because we're all behind, and you know I can't trust anybody else out there. Can you do this? Yes, which means that you trust me, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't be giving me this deadline-driven assignment that needs to be done and needs to be done right. But apparently I've been having performance issues since the start of the year. Like, what? No, the fuck I have. Like, what are you even talking about? It's one of those things where you become your mistakes. And it's not like we got a strategy guide out here to deal with it. Nobody knows what to do. That's why everybody's still talking about it. Everybody's still complaining about it. Everybody's still frustrated about it because we get usurped at what feels like every turn. It's like, okay, well, if they don't want me to make mistakes, I'm gonna just keep my head down and I'm gonna do my job and I'm gonna do a good job. And then you hit with, well, we really want to see you take more initiative and really be a leader out there. And it's like, okay, I'm going to put myself out there, I'm going to be a leader, and I'm going to do this and that. It's like, well, some of your ideas aren't quite in line with what the company wants to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to read the company handbook, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And they're like, well, we don't really like people who read that much. And you're like, well, like, what do you want from me? Like, what? Can you just, honestly, like Cam said, you can take all that back. If I was hired by somebody tomorrow, I would appreciate if up front they were like, and we also discriminate against minorities, just so you know. I'd be like, cool, if you're paying me enough, I'll stay and I'll peace out whenever the hell I want to. Let me know where I stand. That way I don't expect you to be a good person. Because that's where some of the problem comes in. You expect people to just be good people. You're just like, I do a good job. I come into work on time all the time, and I want to be rewarded for it. And instead, you get slapped in the face over small stuff, and you're just like, you lose your motivation to be better than most people because your greatness is met with, it's not good enough. And you're like, but homeboy over here isn't trying. Like Chad over here comes into work 3 hours, but like he comes into work 3 hours late, smoking a cigarette with a bottle of tequila, and you're like, no, Chad's a great worker. And I'm just like, really? That's your definition of great? Okay.
Yeah, don't get me started on those type of people.
Oh, you got a Chad at your job?
No, I wish I had a Chad at my job.
What? So he can pass out tequila? I feel you.
It would have been a Chad would be an improvement.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Well, you also work in the fast food life, so you got it inherently rough. Like,
right.
It's very hard to have an overall positive fast food experience.
For real. I just want to add on to the people still listening to this. We are millennials. We are dealing with this shit right now.
And
it's not fun.
This ain't 1970. This is 2016. The same 2016 where people can say, oh, but it's 2016. Why can't we just call? Why are women still being paid less? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why are black people still being actively discriminated against in workplaces and being kept from achieving the things that they've earned? Because truth be told, I want to answer to that. No offense to women or other minority groups, but I want to answer to why I can bust my ass and I know that I'm going to be paid less and treated worse. while working better than almost everybody around me? I just like an answer for that. That's all. Because 2016 almost over, and
what was the question?
I want to know why I can bust my ass, do twice as much, know that I'm gonna get half the credit, and still get basically shit on for nothing at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. But anyway.
But like again, like the biggest thing I've learned through all this is, again, we have to be twice as nice. Like, we have to always be on our shit, and that's not a bad thing. At the end of the day, yes, that it's annoying. It's annoying as like hell. Like, daily you have to go through that struggle. But you know what? It's that struggle that makes us better people too, because every day we have to.
Cam?
Yo, I'm still there. Like every.
I'm about to say, damn, they got to him. Cam was getting too revolutionary. They took him out.
They cut him off.
we're getting better. We're growing, and as fellow black men, like we are cannot talk. Jesus Christ. We're becoming smarter, and even through all the bullshit we have to deal with, we're going to be the better people for it. So regardless of whatever they want to put on us and make our lives difficult, we're going to be better for it. So anyway, I'm done talking. I rambled that entire way through. It's Killer Cam out.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, I guess we'll go on and wrap it up here. I guess, long story short, Chick-fil-A, fix your shit, please, so you can be perfect. Kanye.
Yo, I just want to point out that we started out talking about chicken and we ended up talking about problems.
I mean, it's kind of related.
Right?
Like, this definitely started out talking about chicken.
Man. But yeah, for real, like, I'm going to wrap it up. Like, we talked about Chick-fil-A and how they can become the best company in the world, fast food wise. We talked about Kanye West, how he can, not waste people's money when going to concerts. That's not cool. Don't do that. Keep your political views to yourself unless you're asked. And, that'd be cool.
On Twitter.
Or Twitter. Yeah, just have a Twitter fight like everybody else. And we are millennials in 2016. We're already, you know what? We haven't even really been in the job market long. Like, even just a short amount of time, we've already experienced all this bullshit that's still been happening since forever. And I know we're getting closer, we're getting more intelligent and stronger because of it, but we're definitely going to keep our heads held high. And to sum up what Cam said, we'll just bring it on. Just bring it the on, America. Let's go. We're ready. We're not going to back down. So
I actually had a friend who asked me would I not want to be black, and I was like, no, because being black taught me how to be strong. Because I came into this world disadvantaged, told that I wasn't able to do shit, and I proved everybody who ever said that wrong. I mean, like TJ said, come at me. Like, what you got?
We are literally the fire types of our generation. We start out with the biggest disadvantage, but we defeat all obstacles and become Charizards.
And we get 2 Mega Evolution stuff. We got choices.
But yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this. Hopefully it opened some eyes here and there. I will leave everyone's social media links in the description. I know Joey has a Twitter now. He writes and stuff, so I'll link that as well. I'll link Blue's channel. Cam, do you? Well, I'll just add it if you have something. Same for you, Carter.
I'll add it later.
Cool. And you can follow the podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and especially YouTube. And we're recently hopped on Stitcher Radio. That's what it's called. But anyway, you can see like the first episodes before anybody else. If you check out the YouTube channel, it'll be there in video format as well, so we can provide you with visuals and stuff like that while we talk about nonsense. And other than that, guys, we aren't complaining.
We complaining.
Don't get it wrong, bro. I'm mad, but it's cool. It's just saying.